I'm here now with the one and only Lady Gaga. Her new album, Joanne, is out this morning. Its first single, Perfect Illusion, debuted at #1 on iTunes in 60 countries. And the 6-time Grammy Award winner is just getting started. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael. Nice to see you.
Great to see you again.
Good morning, America.
Good, I like that. Good morning, America. And you know, your title track, Joanne, it's very personal song to you.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Joanne was my father's sister. This album was named after her, as well as my middle name. She died in 1974, and the tragedy really stayed with our family our whole lives, and I wanted to make a record about family and friendship and togetherness and learning from the past.
You just released your third single, Ayo. So tell us about that.
Well, Ayo is a great song. I love this record so much. I did it with Mark Ronson. And this song, you know, I really want people to hear it and be reminded that, you know, we might sometimes not feel so great, but we are still. And I want them to remember how awesome America is and how awesome we are as a country. And the record just says, Ayo, we're smoking them all. You know, we're still #1.
And so did country music play any influence on this album?
It did, you know. My mother's from West Virginia, and I grew up listening to country music with her. But the album isn't just country. It's folk, it's dance, it's pop, it's funk. You know, some of my vocal jazz influence also flies in there, too. There's some rock and roll influence from growing up listening to rock and roll with my father. But essentially, it is a pop record. It's just, you know, my brand of pop and what I like to make and push the envelope. I love my fans so much. I hope they love it, and it's a special day.
Well, your brand is working. I'll tell you that. You're an incredible musician, and also you performed the national anthem at the Super Bowl last year. This year, you're doing a halftime show. I know I talked to you before. You can't tell me exactly what you're going to do, but tell me how excited you are.
I am absolutely elated beyond and honored to be doing the halftime show. We've been already planning it and thinking all the different ways that we can make this a special experience for the football fans. And, you know, I was thinking yesterday about how wonderful it's going to be also playing maybe a few new songs from the new record at the Super Bowl with my grandmother, who was Joanne's mother. She's blind, but she'll be able to hear, I think, from the stands. And I think it will be a proud moment for our family, and that means more to me than anything. Two
things that come across every time I talk to you: it's family, because your family's always with you. You talk about your grandmother, your father, your mother, and also your fans. And something you're doing for the fans, you're doing this dive bar tour, very intimate dive bar tour.
Yes. Well, we had 2 shows already, one in Nashville and one last night at the Bitter End in New York City, which was actually the first place I ever performed at in New York when I was 15 years old. So to be there last night was so amazing and such a throwback experience, and yet I didn't even realize it until the show was over because I was just so focused on doing a great show for the fans.
Well, I'm sure you did a great show for the fans. Joanne is out now, and let's go outside to Ginger.